We are all trapped in time. We live in the past or constantly worry about the future, while the real life this moment passes us by. So says Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now, a book that reveals the simplest yet most difficult to understand secret for many. True happiness can only be found in this moment. Unknowingly, we create our own mental prisons, trapped in swirling thoughts, which make us forget that true peace is here now. What would happen if you could stop chasing the future and let go of the past? What would you find if you truly began to live in the present moment? Tolle guides us to answer this question, and the answer could change your life forever. Chapter 1. Seeking Peace in Chaos. One bright morning, Anna slowly walked down the small street in her village. Although the world around her appeared calm and peaceful, her heart was filled with anxiety and confusion. The mounting work, troubled relationships, and constant pressure plagued every step she took. Anna felt trapped in the routine of life, unable to enjoy the present moment. One day, while reading a book in a cafe, she found an intriguing title, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. With curiosity, she began to read. As she opened the first page, Anna felt as though something was speaking directly to her heart. Tolle wrote about a simple yet powerful concept. Life only exists in the present, and we often get trapped in thoughts of the past and the future, which never bring us true peace. Chapter 2. Presence in the Now. As she continued reading, Anna realized that much of her anxiety stemmed from her inability to be fully present in every moment. Tolle mentioned that we are often trapped in repetitive thoughts, reminiscing about the past or worrying about the future, and that robs us of the inner peace we could be experiencing right now. With newfound determination, Anna tried to practice what she had read. She decided to pay more attention to the sensations in her body, to breathe more deeply, and to give full attention to everything she did. As she walked to work, Anna noticed things she had previously ignored. The soft sound of the wind, the scent of flowers growing by the roadside, and the small smile of a passing stranger. Tolle explained that only by being present in the now can we experience a deeper, more meaningful life. Anna felt something starting to change within her. Though her anxieties and worries hadn't fully disappeared, she began to experience a peace she had never felt before. Chapter 3. Ego and the Trapping Mind. However, Anna's journey was not easy. As she tried to be more present, feelings of resistance began to arise. Judgmental and worrying thoughts started to intrude. Tolle explained in his book that our ego, a mental construct based on the past, identity, and desires, often prevents us from fully experiencing life. Anna began to realize that much of what she considered herself was merely thoughts and identities she had built based on past experiences and judgments. She was trapped in a mindset that made her feel disconnected from the world and people around her. The ego drove her to seek validation and recognition from the outside world, when in reality, true peace could only be found by releasing attachment to the ego. Chapter 4. Realizing Self-Awareness. One evening after a stressful day, Anna sat alone in a park, trying to calm her mind. Suddenly, she felt a deep silence within her. It wasn't physical silence, but inner silence, undisturbed by thoughts or emotions. Tolle described this state as pure awareness, a place where we connect with our true existence. Anna realized that there was a part of herself greater than her ego or thoughts. This part was the awareness always present within her, unaffected by anything external. For the first time, she experienced profound peace, coming from the understanding that she was not her thoughts, but the greater awareness observing everything. Chapter 5. Confronting Fear and Suffering. Over time, Anna began to learn to accept fear and suffering as part of the human experience. Tolle explained that much of our suffering arises because we resist reality and refuse to face our fears. When we dare to be in the present moment, we can see that fear is an illusion that never truly exists. But this was not an easy journey. Anna was tempted to return to old habits, focusing on the past or worrying about the future. She faced fears of failure and rejection, and she felt lonely. But Tolle reminded her that suffering arises when we identify with our ego, which is tied to time, the past, and the future. In the stillness of the present, we can accept all our feelings without being trapped in them. One day at a family gathering, Anna felt overwhelmed by feelings of loneliness and the inability to meet others' expectations. Yet this time she did not run from these feelings. She simply sat with them, feeling them without judgment, realizing that these emotions were part of her life experience, but not who she was. Chapter 6. Enlightenment in Silence. At this point, Anna began to understand that true peace does not come from achievements or external wealth, but from fully accepting the present moment. Tolle taught that enlightenment is not something to be sought or achieved, but a state of awareness that has always been there, waiting to be discovered in our inner silence. One peaceful afternoon, as the sun began to set on the western horizon, Anna sat in the same park where she first felt the silence. She felt truly present, without a goal, without desire, simply enjoying the moment. She smiled. For the first time in her life, she felt completely free from the constantly disturbing thoughts and free from the ego that had been controlling her life. Living in presence. From that moment, Anna learned to live simpler and to be fully present in every moment. She realized that a life full of stress and anxiety was merely the result of ignoring the now. Now she felt lighter and more peaceful, even though life's challenges remained. She knew that with every breath she took, she could rediscover that peace. In her journey, Anna realized that the power of now was not just a theory but a way of life. She understood that presence is the greatest power any individual can possess, a path to true freedom. Life is not something to be chased, but something to be experienced. When we stop searching for happiness outside, we begin to find it inside. After understanding that true happiness lies within us, and that life only happens now, you will realize that time is the most valuable thing we have. There is nothing more liberating than living without worrying about the future or regretting the past. Presence, full awareness of this moment, is the path to true inner peace. So stop for a moment. Take a deep breath. Life is happening and you deserve to experience it fully. Don't let yourself be trapped in never-ending anxiety. Live now, because it's the only moment that truly exists. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to subscribe and join us on the journey toward a